Hi, it's Mitch, and it is Sunday, April 14th, 2019, here with the Free Live Show. Of course, we are live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Our best bets always over at sportschatexperts.com, as well as picksandparlays.net. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Of course, I'm up super early. Been up for a while now, watching the Masters. And as I said yesterday, I think Tiger Woods has played well, but I thought he needed to get to the lead yesterday. Was unable to do that. And I'm not saying he's not going to win. I'm just saying that that's when he has won in the past, is when he's gotten to the lead heading into Sunday. And it's not that he didn't play well enough. And, I mean, he was 5 under yesterday. Certainly, I think there was some shots he left on the table and all that kind of good stuff. But I think he's still, 500 at Augusta on Saturday is pretty amazing. I know there was low scores, but he was one of them. And I tell you, the weather looks like it's getting bad here at Augusta, and we'll see what happens. I think some of these European players are going to pick up. We're seeing Ian Poulter really start to play well. Molinari looks to be a little bit blocked here for his shot, and after his shot, we'll carry on with what we're doing. Yesterday on the show, I'm just looking at yesterday's card, we had the Nets, plus 5.5, that was a winner. We had the White Sox, didn't get it done. Tigers, nope. Angels, yes. How about the Brewers? I believe so. But anyways, we do free picks every single day. Our best bet's always over at sportschatexperts.com. Molinari ready to hit his shot here. Certainly interested. He gets it over the trees and looks like he's in the front bunker. I don't know, I missed it. I was talking to you guys, which is what I do. Of course, if you're watching us on YouTube and you're not subscribed to our channel, by all means, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. It's weird. It's saying April 13th, but today is the 14th. Pretty sure I changed that. Let me check something. Oh, it's saying 13th. Oh well. I'll have to fix it. Odd. Oh, I see what happened. The thing that I used to do all the settings, it's telling me I wasn't logged in when I did it. I hate that. Let's see if it will do it automatically. Oh man, what a bummer taco that is. And you get all the emails. It's the 14th. Let's see if it changes it. If not, I'll just do it manually. But anyways, we're going to do free picks for the 14th. Yep, and it did change it. Anyways, we're going to do free picks every day. Tiger Woods inches from the cup at number 7. He's definitely going to get a stroke back here, at least one. Might get 2. And it will be game on if that happens. And Finau, another nice shot as well. He'll have a shot at birdie from there to bring it closer. Of course, generally we're not big golf people. I used to play golf a ton. I used to play every single day. You guys know, like when I'm into something, I do it all the time, like surfing. And golf, I was the same way. I played every day for many, 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 many years. And I haven't played really. I played once in about the last 10 or 12 years. And I shot 81 the last time I played. So a little bit off my game, but I'll tell you what, not playing for that long, and it was really, I think, just 2 or 3 holes, which I just had really bad blow-ups. And a couple bogeys are going to happen because if you don't practice, short game is going to fall apart in putting, and that's where the scoring happens. But totally different subject. We got Major League Baseball and NBA basketball. I've got 2 premium picks on the NBA basketball, one in the premium, one in the plus. And, of course, I did the dog of the day in the NBA, which only leaves us this opening game, which I thought was the toughest of them all, the Celtics against the Pacers. Basically, the reason why I think this game is so tough is that what makes this Pacers-Celtics game so tough is that the Celtics have been pretty disappointing against the number in general, right? I mean, they generally have been. And then the Pacers, they did not play well down the stretch after kind of picking it up, most of the season. It's like after Oladipo went down, they had a bad game, that game against the Warriors where they lost by 50. And then after that, they played pretty well. And then all of a sudden, at the end of the season, they kind of fell apart, sort of like the way the Pistons did. So Molinari was short of the bunker. He's chipping now. We'll see exactly where he ends up. But this line opened at 6.5. It went to 7. We saw the Celtics last year in the playoffs without Kyrie Irving, without Gordon Hayward, really do some amazing things. And boy, it's, they played the Pacers recently in Indiana. And Molinari, oh boy. So he's got some chicken left on that bone if he wants to make par. It's definitely a makeable putt, but he's been hitting these putts all day. If he misses this one, the wheels could come off the cart, and it will be a 2-stroke swing, as he'll lose one and Tiger will gain one. But anyways, in this one, the Celtics blew the Pacers out back on April 5th, so just a few days ago. What was probably a meaningless game. Meanwhile, in the meaningful games at home, Boston 114-112 on March 29th. But back in January, all Celtics 135-108. The line in 2 of the last 3 games have been this exact number, 7. Once the Pacers covered, once the Celtics covered. This is a super tough game. I do not like it at all. The Celtics just such a public team. Really, really hard to put money on them, but I struggle with it. I do, because they're just such a public play, and these teams have played a few times recently. So this game, that's why I don't have a premium pick on the game. I'd say this game is a coin flip to me. I'm going to take the Pacers plus the points, just because in a coin flip game, and when I can't get my finger on it, if I'm going to make a lean or just give a guess, I'd rather start 7 points up. I'd rather start with the touchdown. I'm going to take the Pacers plus the 7 points. This is how I was last night trying to do it with the premium pick. I just couldn't get anywhere as Molinari's putt slides by to the right and continues down the hill. He still has a little bit of work there, but I believe it's an uphill putt, pretty straight. He should be able to knock that in. But of course, Tiger Woods has that 2-foot birdie putt that he's looking at, and we're going to go from a 3-shot lead to a 1-shot lead, more than likely in a hurry here at Augusta. So, golf is better when Tiger's going, right? I'm the same as you guys. I'm the same as everybody. It's like if the red shirt's in that final group, I'm gonna watch. If it's not, I'm probably not gonna watch. It's the way it is. And I think this is what brought golf to a high level, and it's what brought it down too. I played golf way before Tiger Woods was, before he was ever on the scene, so it wasn't part of how I became, really, really addicted to golf. It was just more, the challenge of it. But for me, like when Tiger Woods was at the top of his game, it was kind of almost like when I almost stopped playing then. because it was that's when a lot of the people that aren't very good at golf flooded the golf courses, and it made it just super unenjoyable to play. But anyways, got a lot of Major League Baseball out there. Let's take a look at some of these games. I struggled to give premium picks in baseball as well today. Last night there wasn't a lot of lines on some of these games, and then also there wasn't a lot of lines on these games, and then a lot of these games have big favorites. The issue is, like, I normally like to go against a lot of these big favorites, but in these games, I don't necessarily love the plays. Like, normally I see David Price at minus 270, and yeah, I could take a shot on the other side, but I don't like it here. John Means in Fenway Park. Yeah, if you guys hit the thumbs up, only 19 thumbs up. And if you guys hit the thumbs up, more picks. You say you want this, you say you want that, but I ask for a thumbs up. I get 19 out of 70 people watching on YouTube. If you're watching on your phone on YouTube, I don't send out premium picks. They're posted in the premium area. You have to log in to get them with the login and username that you created. If you have an issue with that, if you don't know that, just email me, Mitch@sportschatplace.com. And I'll help you out. But I like the under in the Blue Jays-Rays game. We got Stroman up against Morton. Man, the Rays gunned out at the plate twice yesterday. And I had the Rays in that game. I had them on the run line, thankfully, so it mitigated some of the losses. But only 4 runs were scored in that game, and like I said, the Rays were gunned out at the plate twice late in that game, trying to get the run line for us. They were up 1-0, trying to get it to 2, trying to get that run line winner. They couldn't cover the run line and ended up losing the game. Charlie Morton, I think this guy's a little overrated. Marcus Stroman, he's a grinder. I think that both these pitchers grind it out, and I think that we go under 8 in the Rays Jays. That's our second pick for today's game. Like I said, there's a lot of games on today's schedule. I just think it's a really tough card. There's not a lot of spots to jump on these underdogs against these big favorites, and I think that's where I struggle. I'm not going to just take the underdog for the sake of taking the underdog. You have to have a solid chance there. I like the A's against the Rangers. The rain out yesterday, I killed my late 3-pack because I really like the A's chances in that game yesterday. I think you're getting the better team here at a reasonable price. I don't think the A's are have hit their stride yet, but 4-4 on the road. The Rangers 4-3 at home, as Tiger Woods looks to have found the pine straw off the tee on 8. Probably playable from there. But I think coming off of the loss on Friday, I thought the A's were going to be motivated yesterday. I'm going to take them here. Only minus 134. It's our third pick of today's show. Of course, we do free picks every day. Our best bet's always over at Sports Chat Experts and picksandparlays.net. Hit that thumbs up on YouTube, and the more picks I give out. That's the way that works. I like the Brewers again against the Dodgers. Chassin. The Brewers just seem to be mad about last year's playoff loss to the Dodgers. I'll be honest, in that playoff loss to the Dodgers last year to get to the World Series, it just seemed that they wanted the Dodgers to win. I know we talk about fixing and all that stuff. Baseball, one of the easier sports to fix also. I think, college basketball, obviously the easiest to fix. Well, tennis, right? Tennis, the one that's the most fixed and probably the easiest to fix. But any of the individual sports, right, are the easiest to fix. But baseball, not too difficult to fix either. Has Mullen already found the fairway bunker there off the tee? But in baseball, what they do is they expand the strike zone for one team over the other. And that's what we saw in that Dodgers-Brewers game. In baseball, the way that I always see the fix or the bad calls or any of that stuff, the way that I always see that in baseball is the low strike. When they give the pitchers the low strike, all they have to do is give them, it's to put it in perspective, 3-4 inches. That's how good these guys are. You give them 3-4 inches, and it makes a world of difference. Some of these guys are just, if you give them that low strike, they're basically unhittable. So that's what that's what happened, I believe, in that Dodgers-Brewers series. I thought the Brewers were the better team. I think the Brewers think that they're the better team too. Dodgers just 5-4 straight up at home, and I don't know, with Stripling at -147. I'd way rather take my chances, get the money ball payoff here with Chacin. And the same thing with the Mariners. I know that they haven't come up big in the series against the Astros, but I don't see them getting swept. And you guys know, I think that Jarrett Cole is one of the more overrated pitchers in baseball. Former #1 overall draft choice. But he seems to get hit a lot. And it always seems to be in spots where they put the hits together and then, follow it up with a home run. So he might give up 4 hits. 3 of them will be in the same inning, and 1 of them will be in a home run. It'll be 3-0 loss. I mean, that's the type of pitching that he has. We've had pitchers like this throughout the years that, this is the way that they pitch. They, they don't give up. They're tough as nails the bulk of the time, but it's that not bulk of the time that comes back to bite them every single time. I'm going to take the Mariners +160 in this one. So we continue to pound the dogs here in baseball on the show, and it's something that I do as well. I'm a dog guy, and baseball is a dog sport. The very, very best teams in baseball lose. The very, very best teams in baseball lose 70% of the time. The Nationals, I'm kind of, Frank's asking about the Nationals, and the thing about the Nationals is that yesterday, Scherzer was listed the night before as the starting pitcher, and then they put Anibal Sanchez. They still ended up winning the game. You say the Nats bullpen is garbage. They are. The Nats bullpen is garbage. But the issue is that, the Pirates bullpen gave up back-to-back home runs to guys who aren't necessarily home run hitters yesterday in the bottom of the 8th inning. So they didn't look so hot either. I generally think the Pirates bullpen, the Twins bullpen are pretty good, but yesterday, not necessarily the case. How did Miami win? If you are a member of our Facebook group, I gave it out in the Facebook group. We had a discussion about that game, Miami and the Phillies, and I believe it was Brian said he was on the Phillies, and I said I am on the other side of this one. The Phillies are to me the most overrated team in baseball this year. And this is where we're going to make our money, is betting against teams like the Phillies. There's no way the Phillies are going to win 100 games. There's no way that's going to happen. And most of the games are going to be favored in that 150 to 200 range. So you need to win. If you're going to bet the Phillies, you need to win. You need to win a lot. You need to win like 110, 115 times. And they're not going to win that many times. So you're way better off betting against the Phillies. All it takes is one win like yesterday in the series against the Marlins, and the whole thing blows up, right? Anyways, Boston what? There's 3 Boston teams playing. I gave out one of the games. The other game, it's like a -2 something game. We don't play those. Anyone that bets -200 and something, you deserve to lose. Yeah, well, you don't bet the overbet teams. If you can stay away from the overbet teams, the Red Sox, the Phillies, the Boston Celtics, Notre Dame, Alabama, generally, right? I mean, remember at the beginning of the season, Alabama was like, they've covered the first half and they've covered this every single game. Yeah, like the last 10 games, after the last 6 games, they didn't cover once in any of those spots, right? Yep. Al DiGiacomo says minus 200, suck it. We let Al back. We had a misunderstanding. Al and I had a discussion on Facebook, and I unblocked him from YouTube. It was a misunderstanding, and then it ended up being a talk about horse racing in the 2005 Kentucky Derby. Giacomo at 48-1. Al's only horse race winner he's ever bet was Giacomo. And if you're going to win one, that's the one to win, 48-1. Of course, one of the biggest Derby long shots ever. It seems like the Breeders' Cup has set up for some big long shots, but the Derby sets up for long shots, but generally, or for the favorite not to win, it happens, but not in recent years. But there was a stretch where the favorite didn't win for like 50 years. And here's Tiger Woods hitting his second shot. And I don't know, it seems like the weather is getting dark here in Augusta. It's getting super windy. And so the play has kind of slowed down a little bit. And, with the wind, and I think that there's still a lot of golf to play as Tiger has, he bounced one over the green. I'm not as familiar with these holes as the guys are on TV to know if that is a really bad miss, because at Augusta, some of these misses are worse than others. But anyways, we get one more pick. We call it a day. We'll take the Padres plus 115. Zach Greinke. I don't know. I think they're going to trade him. He makes a ton of money. He has not been so hot. Last time out, 6.2 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk. The game before that, 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 10 earned, or 10 strikeouts, 2 home runs. So Greinke's been giving up the home runs, and of course that first outing, 3.2 innings, 7 hits, 7 runs, 4 home runs. Anyways, my best bet's always over at sportschatexperts.com, sportschatplace.com, Premium and Premium Plus. We also talk about games in the Facebook group. And we're not going to sit here and be a la carte free picks. It's not what we do. We gave you one. So you can buy a premium membership. You can see what picks we have in there, Premium Plus. Or you can buy my baseball package over at sportschatexperts.com. Take the Padres in this one, though, with Lauer. That'll be our last pick for today's show. We took the Pacers plus 7, the under 8 in the Rays-Jays game, A's minus 134, Brewers plus 125, Mariners plus 160, and the Padres minus 115, or plus 115. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and join our Facebook group. Have a great day.